Hey kids, welcome to Wisconsin, where May showers bring June mosquitoes. We're on our way to a Friday wedding reception at the Grand Geneva Resort. Just by coincidence, really, my agent booked this gig. Now my agent did discount this gig a little bit, so for that reason, I'm not going to bring a lot of extra lights. I'm not bringing the VisiSpot LEDs or the comm scans or anything like that. I'm just going to put up a nice, simple, basic light show. Couldn't justify setting up a lot of extra stuff, especially if I'm making less money. But you gotta work when you can. Just don't have to work so hard sometimes when stuff gets discounted. So anyway, we'll see you there. Gotta start at 6 o'clock. So here we are. It looks a little funny because we've got a speaker out in the hallway for cocktails. Got a Galaxian 3D on the ceiling, using Scrim King tonight. Of course, the table topper and the jellyfish under the speakers with the mega bars washing the walls. That's the light show tonight. Pretty simple. Here we are behind the booth taking another look at that Marathon case. I added something to it. I added the SEP-C1 from Pioneer, which I'm not using yet. I have to figure out how to map it to Virtual DJ, and then for specialty shows and DJing, I'd like to use this as my controller. We'll see how that goes. But it's in the rack, it weighs nothing, it's not really taking up any more space. Of course, the DJM 5000, this handsome 19-inch rack mountable mixer right there. And the Lappy as usual. Got the Galaxian sitting on top of the amp rack. Pretty simple, really. Alright, so we're all set up and going. This is a small wedding, like 70 people or something like that. Not a real big one, but yeah, it should be fun. We're going to kick off dancing in probably about an hour or so. So stick around. Alright, we've got our wedding party dance kicking off. The official dance. So we had a first dance earlier. Wedding planner made it really weird tonight. Kind of micromanaging stuff. Made it difficult for me and I think the rest of the vendors too. But we got through it. It's almost 10 o'clock and finally we're dancing. Way too much stuff going on in this program. But at least we finally are getting some dancing in. Half Italian, half Latino wedding. They didn't do the Italian dance, but you know, Latinos, there's always time to dance with Latinos. Yeah, there's a bunch of Latino Latin tracks that came out like 2003, they still love them. We're actually doing improvisational garter removal here. He's stripping as he's walking toward her. It's quite funny. He's going for it. Uh-oh. Oh boy. I couldn't have planned this better. Just let him do his own thing. He did a wonderful job.
He's a pro! Give a big round of applause to these two for being such good sports. Very well done. Well done.
Yep. Lots of bachata, merengue, salsa. And they're dancing, that's the good news. That's like a Latino grind right there. And they eventually turn. See how that works? We're all over the place tonight. Got a few people left. 11. On a bit of a retro techno tip. I haven't played this track in years. I used to love this one. Can't believe it, I thought they'd be out of here by 11. So that was the gig last night. I was so tired I didn't even shoot a rap video. I think we did pretty well. I think the final head count was right around 70, maybe a little less. They were expecting 78 or 79, but we didn't hit it. Yet they stayed until closing. And then they went down to Evolve afterwards and closed Evolve. I went down there for a little bit, hung out with Julian. We hadn't seen each other in a long time, and just relaxed and watched, and Julian did a great job with the crowd. They had a good time. They were on the dance floor down there. The only problem I had with all of this, and it was just something I wasn't prepared for, was the wedding planner, who I had never met before. She, I guess, works down there. And I don't know, I'd spent a lot of time on the phone with the bride about trying to figure out how to put things together for this wedding, and then all of a sudden I show up at the hall and this wedding planner has a completely different itinerary for everything. I thought that was a little odd. I mean, that's kind of what we get paid to do. She was doing a lot of management of vendors, florist, photographer, myself, anybody else who came through the door. But she was only there through dinner. I'm capable of putting together a dinner program. I'm capable of putting together grand marches and things of that nature. But the planner was there and had her own ideas and did things in a way where I wouldn't have done them. There were a few things that were done that I felt like maybe were a bit of a waste of time. For instance, we had a grand entrance and a wedding party dance. It just took time away from other things. And please understand, we didn't get on the dance floor until close to 10 o'clock. Might have been 20 till 10, which is quite late for a group of about 70. Things could have moved along a little faster. But other than that, everything went okay. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Practice and enjoy.